Welcome to 108 Contemporary. We have a brand new craft kit for you based on the Beaded Memories exhibition by Tulsa artist Cynthia Marcoux. Her intricately beaded art is inspired by the beadwork of the Huichol people, an indigenous community in Mexico. Although Huichol beadwork often focuses on sacred imagery, Cynthia Marcoux uses thousands of tiny beads to highlight the pop culture and day-to-day items of her childhood, including nostalgic pieces centered around treasured memories. We're going to use this inspiration to bead a miniature fruit, and hopefully gain a better understanding of the artist's process. Follow along. On the lid of your kit, you'll find your instructions. While it's only a two-step process, there are helpful tips on the back, a QR code to the channel you're already on, and also it's fun. It's cute. It's an accordion shape. We haven't done that before. Inside is everything that you'll need to complete your project. We have museum wax, some toothpicks to use as applicators, piece of plastic fruit, I have a cherry, and your seed beads. I'm going to use my lid just to hold my fruit in place, but I'm also going to work over this felt-lined tray just to keep my beads from running away. If you don't have a tray, working over a piece of cloth or a tablecloth or a placemat can also help with that. A quick note about the wax. This is the stuff that we use in the gallery to keep objects in place on a shelf or a pedestal. It isn't entirely mess-free, but if any gets onto a surface where you don't want it, you can wipe it away with a dry cloth or use mineral spirits to remove it in extreme cases. It won't dry out, so if you have any leftover wax, you can use it to stick your finished fruit to a safe spot. While traditional Huichol bead art uses Campeche wax, which is a special kind of beeswax, Cynthia Marcoux uses a pH-neutral or archival quality glue. She suggested this wax as an accessible substitute for the Campeche, and I enjoyed working with it. However, if you want to skip the wax altogether and have an archival quality or pH-neutral glue on hand, feel free to channel Cynthia's method instead. First, use a toothpick or your fingers to apply wax to the surface of your fruit. I'm going to work in small sections, but you may find that covering the entire fruit is more helpful to you. The wax should be as thick as half the average seed bead, which may vary, but that should give you a good idea as to how generous you can be with the wax. Now that I've applied wax to my leaves, I can start beading. I'm going to use my second toothpick to place each bead, just brushing the tip with a little bit of wax, just the tiniest bit, to help grab them. The technique from here on out is pretty straightforward. If my beads fall off repeatedly, I know the area needs a little more wax. But for the most part, I'll simply be applying beads to the wax and then adding more wax and adding more beads. Let's put on some music and get going. And there you have it, my beaded Cynthia Marcoux inspired cherries. I think it's pretty cute. Bonus, here are a few examples that the 108 staff made as we were testing out the process. We have a plum, a carrot, a strawberry, a lime, a pumpkin, my personal favorite, a banana, and this sliced peach, I'm guessing. This is the only one that I tried varnishing. So if you want to seal your project and make sure that it doesn't go anywhere, the recommended product is some sort of acrylic glaze or varnish. I only had the triple thick kind. As you can see, that's pretty thick. So I was a little worried that if I just brushed it on as is, it would lift some of the beads in the process. So to prevent that, I watered it down just enough until I was sure I could just easily brush it on and let it dry. I can also build up a couple of layers of this glaze. I could turn it over and seal it, but for one pass, it's pretty secure. I am pleased and can vouch for the results. And that's it. I hope that you've gained a new appreciation for the amount of creativity, dedication, and sheer effort that Cynthia Marcoux has put into her incredible art, and had a fun time doing it. Make sure to subscribe below for future craft tutorials, plus artist talks and gallery walkthroughs. See you next time.